everybody, and welcome to KONA. So, I don't know anything about this game really, but we're going to jump into it and see what it is. I've heard a lot of good things about it. It came highly recommended to me by a friend. Northern Quebec, October 1970.
Carl Faubert sought information for a living. That is to say that ever since he returned from Korea, after having served with the armed forces, he had been working as a private investigator in Montreal. William Hamilton, a rich industrialist, had gotten in touch with him regarding a simple vandalism issue. Nothing to write home about. Not worth hiring a private eye either, just so he can drive for hours on rough roads. But that's how it had always been. The client pays, Carl gets it done.
Oh my god, I'm driving? Here we go!
They had set up to meet at the general store, his client's business. Well, actually, the entire village had William Hamilton's name written all over it.
Oh, this is so cool.
Now wasn't a good time to wander about. Hamilton was still out there.
So we're a private eye. Are we a Pinkerton?
When the roads were bad, muddy, or snowed in, it was customary around these parts to close them off. But it was also customary to ignore those signs entirely and drive there anyway.
The rest stop. Okay, so from what I think I know about this game, I'm pretty sure it's an interactive game. Monster, Meniston, it will be good. Oh, Northern Quebec and its inexhaustible resources. The province of Quebec sits on an inexhaustible abundance of natural resources. Why not take advantage of this? Our valuable minerals could travel the world and reach places as far as Dallas, USA. Get involved and invest now. Quebec's economic might will be awakened. At the heart of the wilderness, the north is swarming with wolves, caribous, bears, partridges, foxes, snowy owls, and hordes of other majestic creatures that are every bit the equals of Africa's wildlife. We are the Africa of America. Come discover the North and experience a genuine white jungle. County of Meniston and its people wish to see you very soon. So where are we here? So is there a run? Okay, I can crouch, and I can jump. One empty bottle? What the fuck do I use an empty bottle for? This isn't terrible at all. I don't know how to run. Oh, there we go. Pincer and fire starters. What is this game? Can I jump? Aw, I'm gonna jump. Come on, let me off. Oh, come on, wait, no, I'm gonna do it, guys. I'm gonna do it. Ah, I can't. Damn. Yeah, I think we've grabbed everything around here. Where are we again? Quebec?
Carl was meeting his client in a store near this area. He was on the right track. Hamilton never mentioned a road-blocking barrier. Why was it needed here in the back of
Looks
Beyond?
like I got this ahead
That
of
would,
time.
however, be a mystery for another day. Carl had waited long enough for someone to come and raise it. Still not a soul in sight. There was no point in waiting any longer. Carl had to figure this one out by himself. Hamilton is waiting for Carl in the general store. It was time for him to get down to business. William Hamilton enjoyed a lavish country house built in the very heart of the northern forests, not too
I'm gonna turn
far
that off
from
in case
here.
it gets copyrighted.
The local populace was divided when it came to the affluent man. Some saw a wealthy philanthropist dedicated to improving the region's economy. Others, an aging Englishman who would do anything to further his fortunes. And those ones hated him enough to go on about scheming against him. Hamilton had recently acquired a few local businesses, but the last straw was the reopening of a mine, which gave rise to a wave of protests and threats from the Cree people. Given these circumstances, Carl reckoned that a good number of people must be feeling compelled to oppose Hamilton in one way or another. So far, only the industrialist's house had been a target, but soon enough,
Oh, Jesus!
would become the man himself.
Oh. Thank you for being so calm about that. A few hours? Jesus, how fucking long was I out? Well, I guess a few hours.
Carl needed to get out of there. The cold and the pain required urgent care.
I'm so confused. Wasn't it just... What? Did a fucking blizzard hit while I was unconscious? What about the car I hit?
The driver had taken off. It was still best to check it out and leave nothing to chance. Carl needed help. It was a small, locked box engraved with the letters W.H. Carl thought about taking it. Nothing was to be left to chance. Such heart-wrenching Nordic poetry that was. But Carl didn't care
you
much
gave
about
meaning to
flowery
everything.
language.
When you disappeared, so did purity. I would defend purity against the winds, the tides, against ice and blizzard.
This deep in the country, his last hope was to find an abandoned garage or a farm by the roadside. His life depended.
I can deposit items. What? This is actually really cool.
Depended on it.
We got two roads here. We're gonna go down this one.
Carl wondered how long he would have to endure this skin-stinging cold.
He'll be alright. I'm so confused at what's happening right now. There's nothing up here. Let's get in this cabin before we die, probably. Carl is less accurate and runs shorter distances. Okay. Oh, I have a flashlight. Didn't know that.
The Polaroid, Carl's long-standing and faithful ally, had seen its share of husbands caught red-handed cheating. There's always something out there waiting to be snapped away. Carl, ever diligent in his work, always carried his log on him, in which he scribbled down thoughts and leads alike during the course of his investigations.
Okay. Alright.
Even better than he had hoped, Carl Faubert had succeeded once more and was now on his way to new adventures.
Okay, I need wood, I think, right? I've got matches. Oh, I need wood.
The cold was burning Carl. He would not hold up much longer. He had to warm himself.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, game. I need wood. Wait, there's wood right here. back here and start this fire and see if we can save the game. Another log. Okay, so it looks like we need to get back. Okay, let me look at my map. That's not the map. General store. Hamilton's all the way up there. Okay. So we're here. So if we go back on that, that puts us back on the main road. That's such a far walk, though. Okay, let's get back to this main road. Evidence. Okay, let's go. So our truck is probably screwed, I would say. Let's go check in the house real quick, actually, in case we need to, in case we find anything to heal with. I didn't even think about that. Okay, nothing there. There's actually nothing here I can use. Well, this is unfortunate.
Carl, like many of his contemporaries, felt like he had more trouble breathing when he wasn't smoking. Cigarette was his own personal breathing assistant.
Alright, Carl, warm these nuts up. Let's go. Alright, so we need to get medical attention. Somehow. Because, you know, this freak blizzard hit all of a sudden, but it didn't even look like it was even...
Scratches did not stop Carl. His mother would be so proud.
Oh my god, wait, I actually can't go any further? I'm so confused. Okay, let's go look around for a key, maybe? I don't... Oh, first aid kit. Alright, let's get back to the fire in the cabin real quick. I didn't even think about checking the trunk. Okay, so I'm assuming that's not what I wanted to do. Consumables, first aid kit. Is there a way to use it? Did I just use it? Oh, okay, I used it. So, what do I do now? Weather's crazy here. What? Yeah, no, that's... What's that, 52 sunny? Okay, so we need to find who is driving that other car. Alright, let's head back to our car. Is that how that works? Can you wrap a chain around a tire? I know nothing about cars. Evidently, that is how that works. Alright, we're back on the road. Okay, let's be careful not to crash again. Alright, we need to keep our eyes on the left of the road. I think there were some areas we could go off to. Yeah, up there.
Spread out on a few acres of untouched forest, bellowing caribou, everlasting snow, and undefiled lakes, the Manistan region was no tourist hub. It was said to have been populated for millennia by Cree people, and ever since the industrial era, by the metal mining industry.
Roy's house.
Now wasn't a good time to wander about. Hamilton was still out there. Carl was dying to stretch his legs, but he had to stay focused on the task at hand.
Oh, come on.
Now wasn't a good time to
Okay,
wander
we'll come back,
about.
we'll come back.
Hamilton was still out there.
Don't worry, Roy, we'll come back. Oh, God. Yeah, I know. I about backed into Roy's fucking front door. Alright, so I guess we just stick to the main road. Maybe Roy was the one in the car. We've got another house there.
Jean-Luc Bédard had without a doubt been the closest man in the village to William Hamilton, otherwise known as Uncle Willie.
Jesus Christ.
The truck was running on fumes. Good thing that the general store was close by.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need it. I'm gonna have to hike the way to Hamilton's, I think. The road looks like it cuts off there. Oh shit, is that another crash? There's a tree down. Rendezvous. Reach the general store.
The monks wouldn't surrender their divine nectar so easily. In all likelihood, they had to be switched on from inside the store.
Yeah, hold on. I want to go check out this truck.
Carl felt that the store and its surroundings still held their secrets, and he didn't like to miss out. That had to be the worst parking job ever. Who was
I love
Carl
this
to
guy.
judge, though? It may be customary to park like that around these parts, or not.
This is the best fucking narrator ever. It's metal. Ooh, we got an outhouse. Someone out here taking a shit. Thought the game just didn't render that. Ooh, wood. The fuck are you?
Carl was used to strange phenomena, but a chunk of ice like this, as if an iceberg came out of the ground, that was a first.
Yeah, that is a first.
Prince? Carl found a surprise at every turn. Was the camera faulty,
What?
or was it a possible lead?
This is so weird. Prince lead this way. Oh no! Oh, that's a person. But I don't see him on the camera. What? No wolf could have done that. No fucking dog.
Carl wondered what the hell could that thing be. It looked like a man fossilized in ice. All of a sudden, Carl felt like he was pulled inside a world of dreams, a cold, unknown dimension. Somehow, self-control was slipping from his grasp.
I'm sorry, what?
To all appearances,
Mysterious journal,
this was a
page
hunting
1.
log. Better yet, a war diary.
The beast enjoys long slumbers. Its sanctuary seems impregnable. Ice is everywhere. I need to exercise patience and wait for it to come out. To think like a hunter. The beast often invades the settlements bordering the lake. It terrorizes the white people. They never see it coming, but they feel its presence, a cold dread grabbing at your innards. The beast excites the wolves, makes them more aggressive. One attacked me. I had to cut its throat. The blade digging into its flesh made the sound of a taut wire. The beast is getting closer to the villagers. It moved at night, bringing heavy snow and strong gusts of wind along with it. I tracked it to no avail. I do not know the white man frozen in ice, but I know this. It is the work of the beast. It attacks, curdles the blood in its victims. White men know nothing of this force of nature. I touched the ice imprisoning the white man. I saw things I do not understand. It was as if the past and present were one, as if I was a spider, and with my 8 eyes I could see backwards and forwards simultaneously. This beast, this creature, is not of this world. I must find the beast again, and if necessary, eliminate it. This is fucking amazing. We got more footprints. Oh, I'm starting to get cold.
What could these engraved numbers mean?
739.
A fresh path suddenly appeared before Carl.
So he was running from something. Well, obviously wolves, but... The truck! I knew this truck was weird.
Carl had that feeling you get when you immerse your frozen hands in hot water. What happened? Now at least he knew who the unfortunate man petrified in ice was. Gilles Lachance, the general store's manager himself.
Oh, well, I guess I can't count to get into the general store, huh? Stats actually. Oof, I'm gonna need a fire soon. Let's go back and look at this frozen guy one more time. Just because I'm curious. Is he still even there? He is.
Carl wondered how long he would have to endure this skin-stinging cold.
Oh, you're all right, Carl. I don't know where I'm going. Oh, there's a house. Oh. Oh no. Magnet.
was freezing, right down to the bone.
Painkillers. Something at least. So we get cat food, toiletries. Looks like they were repainting the whole house. Hey, I got a water bottle. I'm gonna freeze if I'm not careful.
The snowstorm pummeled everything in its path. Carl was not surprised when he heard no tone.
Now let's heat this place up. I'll get to you in just a second, sir.
The pot was cold, and the stew inside wasn't cooked. It's likely that poor Giselle was slow cooking it before she got snapped. What a waste.
Article about the store.
The general store, along with several more infrastructures in the area, had been acquired by wealthy industrialist William J. Hamilton. Perhaps the village should be rechristened Hamiltown.
Come on. Founded by Bertrand LaChance more than 20 years ago, the general store, better known as Chaz LaChance, is one of Manston's economic mainstays. Since the passing of its aged owner, however, the business wasn't as booming as it once was. Giles LaChance, inheritor of the humble establishment, had no choice but to sell everything to William Hamilton, the rich and famous businessman who sparked major controversy last year when he announced the reopening and expansion of his copper mine. And now, operations at the general store are expected to remain unchanged despite the change of hands. Giles LaChance still helms the register.
Many boxes scattered about. Carl didn't need to summon his detective training to quickly figure that the Lachauses had just moved in. Ah, moving. What a pleasant activity. Of course, you'll find the record player only to find the records weeks later in some random box. A nice white coating would restore the room to its charm of olden days.
Polaroid film. Oh, I didn't even realize I don't have infinite film. I've been
What
wasting
a
pictures.
mess. Clearly, there was some major revamping work underway here. The place looked barely habitable.
Oh, cigarettes, thank God.
Beautiful portrait of Gilles and Giselle, bound together by the chains of conventional love.
Box full of Harlequin novels.
A nice white coating would restore the room to its charm of olden days.
Looks like they didn't like the look of this place.
Many boxes scattered about. Carl didn't need to summon his detective training to quickly figure that the Lachauses had just moved in.
I have to find a clock. I have yet to find a clock that works. Alright, let's see what happened to her.
Carl felt a cool, tingling sensation in his back. Another vision took over him.
I'm sorry, what?
Was hidden under the stairs. The man grabbed his rifle. Carl felt a sense of dread in him.
So he was here first. Oh
their spousal relationship had been cooling down lately. It seemed like secrecy was commonplace in this house.
Okay, so we've got... Oh wait, no, we can just look at it here.
The vision's veil was lifted, and he was back to reality. A reality in which Giselle, Jill's loving spouse, was motionless, frozen in ice.
September. Mother once told me when I first met Giles that I hadn't picked the brightest bulb of the lot. And as the years fly by, I'm seeing the truth of her words. Always trust your mother's wisdom. That blackmailing scheme is a prime example of Giles' brightness. He's like a small dog. He thinks he's bigger than he actually is. He growls, genuinely thinking he's scary, but everyone knows he can be pushed aside with just a little kick. He truly believes he can blackmail Hamilton, the big boss himself. It's going to be a long time in hell before my poor Giles can manage to pull off such a feat. After all, Hamilton's a rich, learned, and influential man. Not only is that blackmailing idea bad to begin with, let's be honest, Giles is way out of his league. But Giles doesn't even know how he's actually going to carry this out. I don't even think he ever would. He's just throwing random threats out loud in the kitchen. He says he'll do it eventually, but I know better. Successful blackmailing requires masterful cunning, and Giles is a master of nothing. He's a slave and forever will be. I often look at the safe he keeps hidden in the fake wall in which he stores these incriminating documents he intends to use. I just can't come to grips with the sheer ridiculousness of the whole thing. Is it true that Hamilton would still have to figure out the combination of the safe for everything? If it is true that Hamilton would still have to figure out the combination of the safe where everything is hidden. Only problem is, Giles himself tends to forget the combination. He has a trick to help him remember. His father's first initial followed by 3 numbers I had to engrave behind his pendant. Who could possibly have a hard time remembering 3 simple numbers but my Giles? October. Giles has trouble sleeping. He will flail his arms and legs in his sleep. I told him this blackmail business would be hard on him. That's the problem with idiots. They always think they're the smartest person around. No matter how hard you try to shake them, Hamilton will find out. And then we're done for. We'll have to move to Valad or live with the small fry. I'm shaking as I'm writing this. I cannot believe I have taken part in this tragedy. I haven't done anything. Why do I feel so guilty? Poor girl, she was so young. What? I'm just gonna take a picture of all the frozen people, just to have as evidence, I guess. It's behind the wall.
Carl had seen that kind of safe before, with its double-layered security system blending letters and numbers. Code couldn't be broken by the common burglar.
Where's the pendant? Where's the pendant? 739. What was the first name? So it's B739. Compromising document. William Hamilton is a crook. He has been blackmailing everyone in the village, myself included, like the infamous Seraphine Podrier, and this document is proof of every bribe paid by Hamilton to the federal authorities. In regard to the acquisition of his damn mine, the fact that he has used his henchmen to install terror within the village will not sway the tribunals down in Montreal, but the fact that he has been bribing government officials surely will. I can already picture it making the front page. The English are all the same. We will prevail. Written with different ink. Hamilton is not only a crook but a murderer. I do not believe in his remorse. I firmly believe he will pay for his crime. I do not believe in native magic, but I do believe in their vengeance. So Hamilton has been blackmailing and potentially murdered somebody? Okay, where am I on this map? I need to get back to the
That window had seemingly been left open for a while, Carl thought. Given the punishing weather, it couldn't have been intentional.
Alright, let's get out of here. Back to the general store. Well, they're dead. I couldn't save them, but what is this? I need dynamite? Okay. So that's something we're gonna have to remember. Okay. Let's get back to the gas station. The way it just switches is great. So, he was running back home. Something bent his rifle. I would really like that gun right now. Honestly, I probably wouldn't. If it can bend it, I guess I'd have no use of it. Alright, so we're back at the general store. So we're gonna need to turn the pumps on from the inside.
A milkman had to drive by every week to fill the bottles. The fresh milk indicated a recent visit. Something fell to the bottom of the box.
Oh, hello, wolves. So I need a key. Got the game saved.
Maintaining his composure, Carl recalled something from his military training. Wolves always stay away from populated areas. Wait, was it about bears?
Let it be known you're nothing more than a
Hate was
brigand,
in the
a
air.
robber, a garage
Seems
hoarder,
like some
a viper, a
villagers
legion
barely
monster.
tolerated each other.
You're holding... Sorry, guys, I didn't mean to just breathe so heavy into the mic when I coughed. I'm holding a knife at my throat. Too bad for me, but... Man, if you really don't like Hamilton. Wait, that's a key in there. Guess it's just for the generator. Can I even get into this place? I didn't even think about that. Alright, let's try to go into the general store. Why I needed to do that, but... Oh!
Carl had no trouble recognizing his employer.
Oh,
He
shit!
had been killed. There was no need to be a detective to figure that out. But only a detective could have noticed that the killer had to have been very close, that the fatal blow had been given before the victim even realized.
Well, he's dead.
Carl felt a chill down his spine and had a terrifying realization. If Hamilton was dead, then who was going to pay him?
That's a good one, Carl.
What could be inside that envelope?
Sir John.
Carl was taken aback. He knew this address. It was said to be the address of the P.O. box for the Canadian Secret Service.
This place is a mess.
An explosion suddenly occurred outside.
Lovely. A broken clock, how convenient. Can I take the payment from here? Letter from Giles.
Carl knew that Gilles Lachance was in charge of the general store. That made him one of Hamilton's employees. A very angry employee, as Carl could plainly see.
You know what, Hamilton? I have a frog in my throat. When people have a frog in their throat, they do not take risks by going to work. Customers can catch it, right? I'm a wise man. Not to worry, I will have a nice doctor's note, which I'm going to go out to get right now. Sadly, in the meantime, I will have to close down the shop unless you would like to come fill in for me. Wouldn't dare advise you. After all, you must know how it's done since it's yours now. With kind regards, your dedicated manager, Giles. Oh, fuck, I can't turn the pump on. So we got a med kit. I gotta scratch my ear real quick. Let's go see if we can't turn the power back on.
Carl was no electrician,
Oh,
but he could
lovely.
identify a wiring problem when he saw one.
Okay, so we need to go in and find a key, because I bet we're gonna need to get into that building to get what we need. Closing doors behind me in case there's like a fucking monster that tries to come kill me. Okay. Let's see what we can find.
Amateur hunters showing some pride at having killed a nice pelted beast. With men like this roaming the area, wolves would become extinct within 10 years, Carl thought.
The general store also serves as a post office for the locals.
Jumping from that height was akin to tempting death. Perhaps that man on the snowmobile had seen enough of this world already. A nice picture of the Magasin Lachance store, seemingly taken the day it was first opened.
Secretary
It feels frozen
would
in
be
time,
luxury
from an era
here.
long forgotten.
To open the cash register, punch the price, 2 numbers minimum, press sale, turn the crank 2 times, punch the machine if it doesn't work. Okay, so punch the price, 2 numbers minimum, press sale. Okay. Northern Quebec's economy is booming. The north of Chequapamagou's area's population will soon reach 30,000, souls among which thousands of happy families will be prospering thanks to the hard labor of their fathers, who will be contributing valiantly in expanding Quebec's national wealth. Mines and hydroelectricity, hunting and fishing, the true Canadian dream. Turn it into your reality now. Mines, a sector full expansion. Did you know that since 1960, Canada tripled the amount of resource royalties it collects? Did you know that the country's true source of richness is lying under your very feet at this very moment? The building of our schools and our hospitals depends on minerals, exploiting our resources, the road to our future. The country of Mondstadt and its people wish to see you very soon. Electricity's turned off.
The note explained that the garage and the store couldn't be supplied with electricity at the same time.
I see. So the garage is power. so does that work now since I turned it from to the main and not the generator? Let me see. Okay, turn on, turn off. Turn on.
The note explained that the garage and the store couldn't be supplied with electricity at the same time.
Okay, so we need the price of something.
According to that log, it seemed like the whole village owed some money to the general store. Carl was far more interested in the bunch of nearby addresses he had just gotten his hands on, though.
I don't see Roy's name on there, but boy, Roy's doing all right. Oh, crotch key. Okay. Post key. I could take that money. I mean, they're not gonna need it, and someone's gotta pay me. Alright, well, we need for the garage. Oh wait, the post box, that's right.
The murder weapon. What was that doing there, Carl wondered. Hamilton must have been determined to keep some information secret to post this key. Shame he got unlucky. Everything made sense now. Poor Hamilton's denunciation was interrupted, and he figured it would be best to lock everything up and send the key to his correspondent, who would receive the box later on. Clever, but not enough. That's what happens to ordinary people playing spy.
It is as a citizen of Her Majesty in the free economic chambers of the world that I must address what follows to the proper authorities. The worst is happening this very moment. I cannot write up now, but I am requesting immediate help from my country. I believe the free world is in great danger of my community, the honor. Oh, holy shit, guys. So, whoever killed Hamilton is the person I hit. It has to be, because the box was in his car. My fucking big detective brain here. Okay. The cleanest spot in the area. Wait, that's milk. At least we know it's fragile.
The crowbar was stuck under the lift. Notwithstanding Carl's imposing stature, car lifting wasn't part of his skill set yet.
Okay, how do I raise this thing? There should be a button, right? But where? Okay, Frodo, where's this button at? Okay, let's go fix this generator first. Switch to electricity, or generator. And
The note explained that the garage and the store couldn't be supplied with electricity at the same time.
Yeah, now the garage should be good, right? Yeah.
The crowbar was stuck under the lift.
Okay, how do
Notwithstanding
I...
Carl's imposing stature, car lifting wasn't part of his skill set yet. At long last, the crowbar was within Carl's grasp. Surely it would come in handy at some point.
Fuck your car. Fuck your car. So we've got a crowbar. How do I equip said crowbar? Oh! Chuk chuk. Bang. Bang. Bang bang. So I've got a gun. Wait, why do I have steak? Throw? Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. Let's get the power back onto the main house area. Okay, so turn off, turn on. Okay, so now we should have power in here. Yeah. The clock still doesn't work. Okay, well, this is... Okay, I can get out of my car. I want to go to Roy's house. I'm gonna go check out Roy's place.
Carl was beginning to know the store and its surroundings like the back of his hand. The seeker had sought.
Really, a bush stopped me. Come on, Carl. So we got two houses to check out through here. Okay, no, this would lead up to Carl's house. So we don't need that, right? That'd lead up to Carl's house? Yeah, that would lead up. Wait. So confused. Yeah, that would lead up to Carl's house. Come on, Carl. Okay, so we want the first
true Catholic always strives to keep lowly temptations at bay. Obviously, Carl thought, someone in this house wasn't doing a good job at upholding the Holy Bible's teachings.
Empty gas can. Oh my god, am I gonna have to go fill this up with gas? Oh my god.
An aging car was parked here. Carl could picture the notary's heavy sedan with a huge back seat large enough to fit the whole family.
Imagining this place isn't gonna have power, most likely.
Carl was no burglar. He didn't need to resort to petty techniques such as window breaking to find his way in. A good detective simply looks for keys where gullible souls hide them.
Bank open? Where would a gullible soul hide a key? On, maybe? Oh, under the...
What was even the point of locking your door if everyone hid their key in the same place? Carl was starting to feel like his investigator life lacked challenge. The house smelled like incense, the kind that reminds you of the good Lord, of peace.
Enough food for rough times. Yeah, so where are they? Okay, we got power, we're good. 2 steaks. Take one of them Cokes. Tin the Polaroid. Wired magnet. I'm sorry, what? Read that? Can't read that.
The perfect cookie-cutter Catholic family, most likely attending church every Sunday.
This totally isn't sad at all.
The family's mother must have spent her days washing the filth off her kids' diapers.
Wouldn't you just get new
The empty
diapers?
cradle sent an eerie feeling down Carl's spine, as if minutes ago someone just grabbed the baby and made a run for it. Who knew that giraffes thrived in the North Pole? The craze for toys was stupefying.
Do you wash diapers? I don't know, I don't have a kid, so. Works of art from a future artist. Say wolf. Marie's diary. Page 1. August 16th. I have a diary just like Mom, and like her though, I don't wear a long face when writing, but I do love to write my thoughts, and about Martin, most of all. I love talking about him. I think he loves me too. Audio still working, everyone in stream? Yep. All right. Martin, most of all, I love talking about him. I think he loves me too. Just like in Romeo and Juliet, people don't like it when I see him only because he's a Blythe. But just like in the story, nothing can stand in the way of true love. August 18th, I lost appetite. I can't sleep anymore. Every waking hour, intense shivers run through my body. That's making me see Dr. Boispour with his big hands touching me everywhere, his foul breath exhaling all over my face. Yuck, I'm not sick, I'm in love. I love Martin so much, there's nothing I can do better than thinking about us playing together, like we always do. I wonder if he found the key I lost the other day. He was pretty sad when I did, because it's for his dad's garden shed, and Martin has always been afraid of him. I think Martin's dad is a bit like Dad's god. The key fell in a burrow next to the shed. Poor Martin, he cried like a baby, but I still love him. August 24th. Mom often cries when she feels lonely. I think there's no reason for her to cry. Mom can be stupid sometimes. Dad works a lot because of that wealthy Englishman, buying everything. That's what notaries do. They make sure that people get what they are paying for. Basically, it's complicated, but that's how Dad explained it to me. The rich guy doesn't look half as bad as Martin told me he was. When I saw him this morning at Dad's office, he told me, "Call me Uncle Willie." I found that pretty funny, plus he gave me candy. Okay, it was kind of old and dry, but still candy. I think Dad gets along well with Uncle Willie because when he's with him, he laughs the same way he does with Father LaBelle. September 22nd, I had to gobble up Dr. Babor's horrible medicine. Because if I hadn't, I wouldn't have made it to Christmas, or so he said. I haven't seen Martin in weeks, nor did I go to school for that matter. Dad has been praying beside my bed every morning for a while now. And at bedtime, too. So that he went hunting with Uncle Willie, and he told me to ask God to bless him in my prayers. I think it has to do with the medicine that only the richest of rich can afford. Dad told me he'll be praying for Uncle Willie until the day he dies, that I should do the same. Godfather LaBelle and now Uncle Willie. I wonder when Dad finds the time to pray for Santa Claus. September 28th. How can Mom be so stupid? And she's getting fat too. She cries like a newborn puppy all the time. It's so annoying. I came across Martin today. He seemed pretty thin and maybe kind of dirty. He doesn't look as neat and presentable as Uncle Willie, that's for sure. I can't. That was. Holy shit. Okay, so the mom got pregnant. I think that's what this is hinting. Oh my god, more. Seville's diary.
The Bedards had vacated the premises. Carl gathered they would be of no help.
August 14th, 1970. John Luke never had a knack for mathematics. Try as he might, he'll never realize that he simply cannot be the father of the child I'm bearing. But how can I be sure? I have to keep this a secret at least until the time is right. When will it be safe? August 16th. Dr. Babor told me it would start showing soon, that I couldn't keep it hidden forever. Gotta muster the courage. He said with his usual condescending tone, courage to face what's coming. But he doesn't get it. For him, I just had some childish affair. He doesn't realize I brought eternal damnation upon myself. September 14th. Marie is very sick, and John Luke plunges into despair. I told him nothing but the evil growing inside me. Sometimes I get the feeling he can see right through me. When Marie's suffering, and I'm the one to blame. Oh, Lord mighty, why do children have to pay for their parents' sins? September 24th. Marie has recovered, but there's something really gloomy about her now. She's always so sad. She always seems so sad. Maybe she's caught a glimpse of what dying is like. What if she's an unhappy child now because of me? John Luke truly honored me 2 nights ago. If the baby makes it, maybe Dr. Babor can convince him it was born prematurely. It's my only way out. October 11th. We're heading to Lac Saint Jean tomorrow to visit John Luke's mother. I need to. The situation is untenable now, and we fear the worst. This place is so fucked up. No lost change in the cracks.
Religion was very influential throughout Quebec many years ago. Indeed, it was surprising that Carl did not come across a single chapel since arriving here.
How did they draw the sun? TV is on the other side. That just leads back outside.
Good Paul VI, appearing papal. His crooked fingers gave the impression he was about to bestow a miracle.
Three matches. Okay, what do we have for the journal? Oh, Hamilton wanted to expose shady activities. See, I'm missing a lot of things, but at the same time, I don't know. Okay, well, thank you all so much for watching the first episode of, what was this game called? KONA? Yeah, thank you all so much for watching the first episode of KONA. I really hope you guys enjoy this game. So far, I am loving every second of it. It has been pretty amazing so far. Definitely different than what we usually do on the channel. I mean, Firewatch was pretty similar. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it, hit the like, subscribe button, guys. Let me know how you're enjoying it down in the comments below. Thank you for everyone who came to join me on the stream right now. And yeah, as always, I will see all of you in the next adventure. See you around, everybody.